Hi everyone, welcome back to Beef Reacts, and today we are going to be watching RWBY Volume 6, Chapters 4, 5, and 6. Last episode was a doozy. It changed everything. It changed nothing in some ways. It changed everything from an audience perspective. I can't say it changed much from not a story perspective, because at the end of the day, the goal's still the same. We have to go out and we have to figure out how to prolong the inevitable, which is Cinder getting what she wants. You know what I mean? Like, it's not... I can't say that it's like the end times. I can't say it's the end of the world. I can't really do anything like that. But what I can say and what I can do is say that, I get why Oz did what Oz did, and it's gotta be hard to be in Ozpin's shoes and realize that it's kind of over. To have your dirty laundry put out like that the person you once knew is no longer who they were. And, like, that's really tough. On different news, sometimes me and the YouTube AI system don't really get along, and that's okay. I'm not gonna bash it. I'm not gonna be mean. I'm not gonna do whatever. They do it how they have to do it. However, it does mean I cannot use strong language nearly as much as I would like to. So, if you've ever seen Home Alone, going forward, whenever I want to say something horrible, such as a word that PG-13 movies tend to use often, I am going to say flabbernabbit, alright? Or bisquick, or contusion. I'm a big proponent of not self-censoring because words have meanings and we're supposed to know what those meanings are. But, sometimes you just gotta work around bullspit, because bullspit is bullspit, and at the end of the day, I eventually would like to make making content a career. So, flabbernabbit, we ball, just flabbernabbit. That's it. That's just gonna be Beef Reacts now. We're a wholesome channel meant for family-friendly content. We have never said anything bad ever, and we have honestly, we are a wholesome community of people that want to make the world a better place by watching content together. I appreciate your time. This is just trying to get it out of the way. And hopefully, as it goes on, I can make my general apathy? General annoyance to the bullspit? I can convey it in a way that's comedic. That is still so cool, dude. I don't know why the blind woman's looking in Ruby's eyes, but I flab with it, you know what I mean? I'm all about it. I think it's pretty cool. I like the way he grabs his chin. Yeah, what is she mad about? We saw what she was doing last episode. What has she got to be so angry about? What is she so upset about that things aren't going her way? Things don't go a lot of people's way. Some of us, some of us are living the life. That's hot. Do you think that Ozpin always eventually looks like Ozma? Like his face changes? Or does he go into people that have similar mind thought processes and similar whatever is Ozma? Like similar mind thoughts and looks.
You all heard her too, right? There was so much you hadn't told us. How could you think that was okay?
Professor? What is your plan to defeat Salem?
I don't have one.
It's like, that's fair, but also, like, I feel like the anger here isn't as justified as it seems, because it's like, it's not about even, like, trying to simp Ozpin or be like he's not done anything wrong. Like, it was really fabbed up. It was really annoying to lie to all of those people. It's also like, what we heard wasn't there's no way to defeat Salem. It's that Oz can't defeat Salem. For all we know, there is a way to defeat her. Oz can't do it. That was the wording, I'm pretty sure. So, like, this anger seems like, out of everyone, Crow should have been the most mad, and I'm happy he is, because he's been lied to his entire life.
No one wanted me. I was cursed. I gave my life to you because you gave me a place in this world. I thought I was finally doing some good.
But you are.
Meeting you was the worst luck of my life.
Maybe you're right.
What happened?
He's gone.
That bastard! Tell him we're not done yet!
No, this is different. He's gone. It's like he's locked himself deep inside my head. Our head? I hate this. I want it to stop.
He just left us?
What are we gonna do now?
Okay, first off, what do you expect him to do? You literally just said, we don't want you around. Leave. Like, I stand by this anger isn't justified because, again, let's think past today. Let's just take a moment here and think past today. Let's extrapolate on this idea. If Ozpin never loses, humanity continues to exist. If Ozpin loses, all of you are dead. So, like, no, it doesn't work long term. It doesn't make sense long term. Like, you can't, like, the only one here that justifiably is angry is, honestly, Crow. I feel like Yang's anger makes, like, I don't want to be like it makes no sense, but it's just kind of dumb to me. Like, well, who cares? Like, why do you care so much about being lied to? You literally said from the beginning, you're only here for RWBY. So what are you mad about? This doesn't change that you're still gonna be here for RWBY. That's the only reason you're here. You're not here because you're with the cause. You have said you don't give a flab knot about the cause. You could give less of a spit about the cause than anything else. Honestly, it's pretty bisquicky that you feel like it's okay to just be mad about this when you've done fab all to deal with it.
Enough! We need to get a move on.
Thank
It'll
you.
be dark before we know it, and every one of you is spewing negativity.
Thank you.
There's a trail over there. Trails usually lead somewhere.
Lady, I don't know who you think you are, but...
No buts!
I'm sorry, but Yang, you're kind of pissing me off right now. Like, just shut the... Just... First off, why are you talking to her that way? Secondly, she's correct. And thirdly, like, you're annoying as hell.
Somewhere.
Lady, I don't know who you think you are, but...
No buts! I understand that you're upset. Honestly, I'm still coming to terms with the fact that this is humanity's second time around. But if we don't move, we die. And I'll be damned if I've lived this long just to die out here in the cold.
I love her. She is my favorite
She's
character.
right.
Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah, she is. She's right, all right. They got Mocha Akashiya to play my girl Jin, and then they're doing this.
I'm just going to be another one of his lives, aren't I?
Of course not. You're your own person.
Don't lie to him, Ruby. We're better than that.
What do you mean you're better than that? For all we know, for the next at least couple years, he gets to live his own life. And unless we stop Salem, and he does what he needs to, and then he gets to die. Like, come on now. Honestly, let's just let Salem win. You know what? Actually, Team RWBY, let's do what your thought, like, I'm not mad that you're angry. You have every justification to be mad. I'm annoyed because it's like, even with what as the audience, what I've been given, with what I can put myself in, would I be pissed at Ozpin? Yeah, I'd be quite annoyed. Would I actually give that much of a flab, considering that the stake of the world, like, everyone is, like, honestly, I get the benefit of I'm not in this world and I'm not dealing with it and I haven't dedicated my life to it. Like I said, the only justified anger I have seen so far has been Crow. The point is that whether or not you like Ozpin, he is the only person capable of saving the people right now. Like, he quite literally, like, and by, like, he's the only person capable. If he works together with RWBY, and technically speaking, by him deceiving and him lying, he's doing the opposite of what the good brother or older brother wanted. Just because, ultimately speaking, doing so is going to cause them to ultimately be separated. So you would think that through teamwork and cooperation, or, as I like to say, anime bullspit, we're going to be able to come together and come up with a solution to dealing with Salem. But no, instead I get useless drama that really doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, this threat is still looming. And at the end of the day, if all of them stop, okay, everyone's dead. Let's let Salem take Haven. Let's let Salem take everything else. Because let's give up. It's stupid.
Welcome back, welcome back. I do hope you missed us as much as we missed you.
Let's go.
Speaking of which, where is our fall maiden?
Emerald, come on.
Don't tell me something happened to her.
Oh, he's talking spit already.
Cut off more than just your tail.
Careful, little girl. Cinder isn't here to protect you anymore.
Get fubbed up.
Back off, freak.
Yeah?
Oh, don't misunderstand. I am in mourning just as you. Because it appears you failed our queen. And that is a tragedy.
Yeah, she's still a Dami mommy. I'm with it.
I would like you to explain to me how it is you failed so spectacularly.
The Fauna's militia split our forces.
Stop.
So, do you want the explanation or do you not want the explanation? Because you can't say, I would like... Was that a rhetorical question? Because it sounded very genuine with the way you asked it. I feel like you're sending a lot of very mixed signals here, and it's kind of not really fair to the people involved. It seems pretty rude, actually. I just can't get over how they're, like, so pissed with... Like, I don't... Like, it's just so dumb to me. Like, it seems contrived because, like, the writers made circumstances where, like, subjectively they're allowed to be mad and, like, they're allowed to be pissed, but objectively it doesn't matter because it ends with it ends with the end of their existence. That's the problem. Like, we're at a point now where it doesn't matter anymore who's right and who's wrong.
Let me rephrase the question. Who is responsible for your defeat?
I take full responsibility.
But that wouldn't be fair now, would it? We all know who's truly to blame.
I don't...
Oh, they just killed him that easily, huh? Is it Ozpin?
Emerald. I want you to tell me whose fault this was.
RWBY?
Now.
Cinder! We failed because of Cinder.
That's right. I want you to understand that failure. I want you to understand why Cinder must be left to toil in her isolation until she redeems herself.
You mean...
She's alive.
You're joking. How could you know that?
Are you questioning our divine savior?
Because I do, bitch. Because it's probably because the Grimm that she implanted in her or some shit is still alive. Does it ever explain how she's able to communicate and use the Grimm and the darkness the way she does? Because is that just magic? Is now part of the magic that we can just create Grimm? Can Oz make Grimm or some bullshit? Because if that's the case, why not just fucking do it? Like, I just... It don't make too much sense to me, but then again, I'm sort of stupid, so, like, I expect it to not make sense to me.
Of course not.
No, of course
Forgive me.
Bullshit.
It's important not to lose sight of what drives us. Love, justice, reverence. But the moment you put your desires before my own, they will be lost to you.
What was his desire? Why did he... Did he take full responsibility so Cinder or... so he gets... It doesn't really make sense to me of why he would take full responsibility. We haven't shown him to really care too deeply about Cinder, Emerald, or like any of the kids. Unless maybe he sees his sister in Cinder, or he sees his sister in Emerald and he was afraid that she'd get hurt. Interesting.
This isn't a threat. This is simply the truth. The path to your desires is only found through me.
Okay. But Ozpin lied to us. But Ozpin, he's a liar.
Press on. The sword under Vacuo's academy, Shade.
Ma'am. I have more to report. Crow and the children are taking the lamp to Atlas.
Not if I can help it.
And they're being led by Ozpin.
So soon?
He's the only man with a chance of getting through to Ironwood. If that happens,
Oh, she mad. She big mad. She big mad. She's very upset about this. I can't imagine that this has another scene in it or goes anywhere else personally, but who fucking knows? Who flabbergasted knows?
Leave. Your Grace, I can...
Maybe you should leave the castle and go and do things somewhere, you biscuit. Oh, she mad. It's a slow rage. It builds ever so slightly. And I love it. I actually really love... Now that we get to see Salem more and more, I love seeing her on screen. Like, she is such a cool villain. And, like, damn, the evolution of my thought process from Volume 3 to now is insane. Because I don't even hate her anymore. I'm just like, yep, it is what it is. I think her philosophy is still completely... invalid and stupid, but hey, I mean, Ozpin is just kind of the worst. And it's like, I was so big on, like, we should just tell everyone everything, and now I'm like, what's the point in doing it? And now I've completely changed my thought process on it, because it's like, what's the point in telling people information that's not necessarily relevant? That's what I want to know. And I'm sure someone's going to be like, talking about how it is relevant and these people are risking their lives and yada yada. It's like, what would they have done instead? I'm still like, they would just not follow him and still go and risk their lives doing something else. So like, that's fine. It's like the choice is almost like you were led here under false pretenses, which is messed up, and I get that. But I stand by it. Like, he's supposed to be a general in a war, and why would the general tell the private everything that needs to be known when it's a need-to-know basis? That's at least my thought process here. Like, what? I don't expect to know everything that needs to be known, because why would I? Unless I'm in a need-to-know thing, and it's like, even now, did Team RWBY need to know that there was only two wishes left? No, they didn't. And honestly, respect to Oscar for being a homie about it, honestly.
Doesn't look like this is gonna let up.
I just want to get this stupid relic to Atlas.
Let's hope we don't have to walk all the way there.
I thought trails led somewhere.
Do you have nothing better to do than to harass a defenseless old lady?
Everyone quiet.
Facts. What is the anger at the old lady, Yang? Like, what's the point? Like, damn, like, everyone's so pissed. Everyone's so upset right now, and it's frustrating. Like, come on. Like, chill out.
Do you hear that?
Is this where the... Oh. I was gonna ask, is this where the old wizard lived? But nah, it looks like a,
Well,
Brunswick
at least one good
Farms.
thing happened today. It looks abandoned.
It's still better than this.
Come on, I think we could all use some rest.
No one talking to Oscar now? Something bad is about to happen. Yeah. something unfortunate is about to happen. And I don't appreciate it. I'm not a fan of all the slander and all the hate these days. Something Zelda, something Zelda, something 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 some. And here we are with the end of chapter 4. Our next chapter will be 5. Connor Pickens is our lead editor. Let's give it up to Connor Pickens, our new Zane Rutledge. Let's go, Connor Pickens, you genius. Maybe the post-production coordinator, Maddie Bethard. We need someone cool. Who voices the old lady? Let me see who voices our old lady. Okay. No. Let's give it up to our voice cast. Nope, none of that. No. I'm gonna guess Maria Calavera. I think that is the old lady. Melissa Stardenberg. Keep killing it. Just keep on killing it. And we're at the end, so let's pop into chapter 5. See you in a second. Okay, here we are, back with not volume 5. I keep saying volume when I mean chapter 5. I like how they do it like it's a book.
Do you have my information?
That's a very weird way to ask someone if they have your number. Do you have my information? Would you like my information? We can go on a date if you get my information. Please, I would like us to exchange contact information so I can go home and think about you later, if that's okay. I would like to dial your rotary cell phone and then get in touch with you so we could possibly court and maybe engage in coitus. After that, I would like to insert my dingle into your hoo-ha to eventually have our joint venture reach a climax. This is not funny. This stopped being funny. This was never funny. This entire bit was not funny. And yet here I am continuing it, hoping it eventually becomes funny to me. I really, it's really difficult for me not to use the swear words. So this might be good for me. This might be a good testament to my ability to be entertaining without using the ha-ha no-no words. Is it possible? I don't believe so. I don't believe I actually am that funny. We keep saying to accentuate this thought process.
Do you have my information?
No.
Of course I do, darling. Lil Miss always delivers. Although I can't promise you'll be pleased.
Does she have silver eyes too?
Word is they were seen boarding the August Limited a few weeks back. Well, that isn't exactly far from here. Argus is rarely a destination for folks. Chances are they'll be going straight to
Atlas.
Okay.
You know, you turned out to be quite the interesting customer. Cinder.
Maybe not a good idea to say who the person is when you aren't... Well, you gotta have a lot of confidence to be here. Well, you know what? To be fair, I know she's a maiden. She doesn't know she's a maiden. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt.
It's not often a single client brings me double the business.
Wait.
Is that Neo? I was lied to! They told me that Neo never came back! The Discord people are liars, and for once I'm happy. Damn! Neo serves contusions on a platter. She's looking bad. She might ice cream little Pop, and Lord, do I want her to lick my cone. We quite literally just said we wouldn't do this. We just said we wouldn't do this. Come on. Oh, you know, old habits die hard, and I want Neo to be the one giving my eulogy. She'll say nothing, but she'll make everyone happy. And that's the type of love that I want from Neo on a daily basis. She is so fucking adorable. We don't say the no words anymore, Matthew.
Neo?
Maybe put away the good glasses.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Damn. That's a strong umbrella. Did she just smile during that? She just smiled at being spun like that? Damn, I love Neo's attitude. The fact that she doesn't talk makes it so much better to me. And this has been long awaited.
That's enough, ladies. I love dinner and a show, but it's time to take it outside.
Damn, Neo! Damn! Also, I do like how she is just such a proficient fighter. My hair looks like a mess and a half. I kind of hate the way that this looks. I like that Neo's such a proficient fighter that, like, she doesn't even need to actually do anything to mess somebody up. Like, she's just coming in, serving it on a platter, and then leaving like nothing has happened. And I'm so with that idea. I think that is so fascinating and awesome. Like, come on now.
Take it outside.
Nice trick.
She can distort reality as she...
You've gotten stronger.
Yeah, why wouldn't she have gotten stronger?
So have I.
Her best friend has died. She's the little ice cream girl, and I love the ice cream girl. And she has ripped leggings looking like that.
I don't have time for your misplaced blame, girl. I didn't kill your boss. If you want revenge, take it up with Little Red. We're not the only one with a grudge against RWBY. Listen!
I think what makes it so funny to me is that she's kind of kicking Cinder's ass. She's kind of kicking Cinder's butt without needing to actually do much, and that's what I love about it. That Cinder is not really that great of... It's either that Cinder's not that great of a fighter, or Neo is just that much better than everyone else around her. And I stand by it has to be Neo's just that much better than everyone else around her, because Lord knows... John fighting her? Nope, and he's been practicing that Pyrrha tape nightly. Like, this is just insane to me.
We both want that girl dead. So quit wasting your time fighting me. And let's discuss how we kill her together.
You're not very powerful.
Okay then. Let's talk. Right.
Yeah, I don't talk. I've never talked. It's not my thing. Without silence. Anyways.
I don't get it.
Neither do I.
The empty towns I passed through were all damaged or unfinished. But this place looks fine.
Maybe everyone left in a hurry, before things took a turn?
Doubtful.
Stay on guard.
I would just break the door down. Called it. I mean, like, I guess if you gotta decide between freezing to the end of your life or kicking a door down, yeah, I think kicking the door down makes sense. Something tells me something real flubbed up is about to happen. Something really goofy is about to happen, all right? Something very, very scary, perhaps. I really hate not being able to say words. It genuinely, it's making me more creative in the way I say things, but it is frustrating as heck. Because it's like, why do this? Why do this to people? It's not even like there's anything to be gained. It's just kind of like I'm getting sick of constantly seeing either the yellow, the yellow caution sign that they don't like you, or the red, hey, we don't even care anymore. It's just a little frustrating. It's frustrating when you want to make a career out of it, and just, you know, that happens. And it's like, yeah, not that anyone cares, because at the end of the day, it's about the reaction, and honestly, it's about the content. And as long as I make good content, eventually things will happen. And I'm going to continue that mindset going forward. I think this is just kind of fun now. I think it's going to be fun to watch me struggle and to watch me do that, because I've realized the RWBY community is very sadistic. All of you seem to love to watch people in pain, and there's nothing more painful to me than having to sit here and not be able to express myself in my fullest capable ways.
Close the door already!
It's
It's
cold.
cold enough in here as it is.
Yeah, this old lady gets it. We kicked the
I saw a
lock off the
chimney
door.
from the outside. Maybe we could get a fire going?
Please, I'll look for some blankets.
Yang, go with her.
Did she say please in a mean way there? Like, I feel like the voice actress there, when she said please, it sounded like one of those kind of saying, like, please. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like a please get this done. But I'm interested.
Please, I'll look for some blankets.
Like, it didn't...
Yang, go with her.
I don't like the way it was worded. I don't like the way it was... I shouldn't say I don't like the way it was voice acted. I don't think it was bad. I just... It was odd to me. A bit odd. Library? Just one of Ozpin's life or something. Brunswick Farms. Ooh. A lot of people.
What do you think?
Something doesn't feel right.
Let's look for some...
Weiss!
Oh, the scary part. Oh, they're just dead. Oh, they just died in their sleep. Nice. Okay, Blake. I don't know what that look was. I don't... Again, I'm not really one to ship, but this look was... It showed a lot of care and a lot of depth. Are you trying to add another one to the Belladonna harem? I still don't agree with the Belladonna harem in general, but you know what? The fact that it exists, we just gotta roll with. We're... Blake showing her character development on full standpoint. We're Blake positive this season, you know? We're very Blake positive. We're currently turning all our negativity towards Yang, because Yang seems to be on a downward trend. So her arc is going here. It's taking a dip, so that way we can get back up and we can give her something to root for later. Because arcs are not actually arcs. They're more of a line graph of... And we just hope that it goes up somewhere. Sometimes we downward spiral, right? Sometimes our arc looks... And then we go back up. Kind of like a Walter White, you know what I mean? It's great how storytelling can affect us like that. Does any of this matter? No. No, it does not. Today's a goofy day for me. I feel very goofy. Can't even get a drink in this lazy town.
It's the same in every house.
What?
Bodies. Every bed in every home. It's like the whole estate just went to sleep and never woke up.
That's cool.
Then we're not staying here, right?
We don't have a choice. Storm outside's only getting worse. We'd freeze to death before we made it anywhere.
Oh, spooky.
Well, might as well get comfortable.
Yeah, fat chance.
Okay then, let's do something. If this place wasn't abandoned, it might still have supplies we could use.
Why don't we just ask Jin? Why don't we just use our last question to ask Jin something? You know what I mean? Like, hey, let's do it.
Yeah, maybe even a car.
I'll do another sweep of the grounds. No one else goes anywhere alone.
Why do you get
Yang
to go
and I can
somewhere
search the
alone?
other buildings for vehicles. Fine. Whatever gets me out of this house.
I'm gonna ask a genuine question. What's with the teen angst, Yang? You're 17. You're almost 18 years old. There's no reason for you to be so angry all the damn time. Like, this turn in your character. Not that it's not warranted or not that it's whatever, but like you chose this, and now you're mad to choose this, and that's what's annoying. If you want, like, in 3 days, if you want to leave and go on an adventure, go. Because, like, this attitude, all it's going to do is bring Grimm nearby, and that's going to make everyone else annoying and, like, annoyed. So it's like, just stop. Like, what happened between season 4 and what happened between season 5 and season 6 that made you just so unlikable? And, like, it's not even like I dislike her now. It's like, okay, the Ozpin thing sucks, but, like, why give an attitude to Blake? What's the point?
Food always makes me feel better. Just saying.
Right.
I'll tell you what. You keep that fire fed. And I'll find us a story to read before bed.
I'm with it. I would listen to this old lady. I think she's about to drop some wisdom. She's about to bring Ozpin back out or something, and it'll be cool.
Something tells me that's not street legal.
That's a great joke. Thank you. Thank you, Blake.
What do you think happened here? There's that well in the square. Maybe water contamination? Yeah, maybe. Hey, are you okay? Yeah. I mean, no. But, I don't know. I'm just tired. Yeah. Hey, I found something.
A cart.
What is it? I was just seeing things. I'm sorry. I still get flashes from that night. Do you think Adam's still out there?
Yes.
I don't know. If he went back to the White Fang, there would have been serious consequences. But he never really liked people telling him what to do. Adam's strong, but his real power comes from control. He used to get in my head, make me feel small. But now I see he just wanted to pull me down to his size.
They've really changed how this dynamic works.
Hey, I'm not leaving. And if we ever see him again, I promise I'll be there. I'll protect you.
What?
What?
Forget it. Let's just head back.
But what about...
We're fine. We can hook that flap it up to Bumblebee in the morning. Should carry everyone.
It's like, I want to be mad, I want to be annoyed, but, like, I can't even be mad or annoyed. It just is what it is, and it's like, come on. She's trying to be nice, and she's trying to help, and, like, Yang, it's just... Sometimes in this show, I feel like the drama doesn't come organically, and I feel like it comes out of nowhere and from, like, certain things. Like, I feel like they do it because they want there to be conflict and they want there to be an arc. And, like, that's not me saying, like, oh, it doesn't exist. That's me saying that the justifications for it to exist, like, I'm not incredibly smart. So, obviously, to the viewers, like, this makes perfect sense and yada yada, but on the first time watching it, what is she so mad about? What is she, like, why is her saying, I'll be there to protect you, such an angry thing? Like, for one, Blake's the one cracking the jokes. Blake, she literally is saying something that Yang would have said to her. I'll be there to protect you. Like, it's not trying to belittle or be ableist towards Yang. It's saying, like, she's scared of Adam, and Blake isn't scared of Adam anymore, so she'll be there to protect her. Like, I find it so frustrating as someone who loves Yang as a character and who actually really does enjoy Blake's character and her development, to, like, see this weird, like, I'm really not a Bumblebee fan. Not that I think it's bad, I just think there has been enough time to it, besides that conversation in, like, volume 2 about before the dance, and, like, a couple of small moments. Like, I've been told that Bumblebee exists, or that these characters really care about each other, but I have not seen enough on-screen interaction between them the way I have between Sun and Blake, that it really works as a ship for me within the story. It's a lot of just being told and not a lot of being shown. Like, there's not really a lot of, like, those little moments that kind of really sell it. Where, like, I think there's a lot of little moments that can exist within a relationship that do sell it. So, like, this is just kind of frustrating, to be honest.
Mission accomplished. Morning.
But what about...
We're fine. We can hook that flap it up to Bumblebee in the morning. Should carry everyone. Mission accomplished.
What was the mission? Who said there was a mission there? That's not a mission, that's... stupid. Alright. I don't know if you could do that with... No! That's just magic. That's some shenanigans. That's not how that works.
There.
You can't do that. You can... No, you can't do that with dust.
On second thought, maybe we should keep this room closed.
Huh?
I'm just... not sure how well my uncle's taking all of this.
Oh.
Come on. We'll never get to Atlas on an empty stomach.
You're saying Crow's gonna drink himself stupid?
Ruby... Are we really still going to Atlas?
Why wouldn't we be?
I mean... You heard what Jen said. If there's no way to kill Salem, then what's the point in all of this?
Weiss, you can't be serious.
Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just really tired and I really, really hate this place. Anything in there?
It's a fair You can't be serious. It's a fair question, to be honest. What's the point in doing all of this now that it's pointless? Like...
More alcohol. At least we'll never have problems starting a fire.
What's that?
Maybe you could just drink? I don't like the chain on there. I wouldn't open that. That seems like a...
wine cellar? Great. Ah! What? What is it? canned food?
Oh, trust me. You put enough salt on anything and it will taste just fine.
Well, I guess it's better than nothing.
She's kind of spitting. You put enough salt or sugar. It really is the great equalizer in this world. You put enough of it on something, yeah, it's horrible for you, but it'll smooth the taste right over.
But I still seriously hate this place.
Oh, there's gonna be a knock on that, ain't there? Hey, look at that. It's the spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Something, something, something. We're in a spooky arc. Alright, so that was the end of Chapter 5. Now we're gonna be going into Chapter 6 and calling it a day after that, huh? I'm with it. I like her art style. It's very pretty. And our backing track sounds good, because who doesn't love Neo? I didn't think Neo was dead. I just assumed Neo was off doing her own thing now. So I'm happy that someone found her. I think she made it to Mysterio. Damn. But alright, so we will be back with Chapter 6 in less than a second. Alright, here we are with Chapter 6, the last one for today. It should be a pretty overall easy vibe. With the broken moon from the god who shattered it.
Storm's cleared up for now. We should be able to leave by morning.
That's good.
That's if we can make it to morning.
No. I don't have a good feeling about this place. Especially with me around.
Are you okay?
Sure. Tell everyone to get some sleep. I'll wake you guys up just before sunrise.
It's a diary?
The head of this household, Bartleby. Apparently, he and several other families.
Bartleby? I feel like besides the movie Acceptance, or Accepted, there's never been a character named Bartleby that's actually been, how do I say this, not terrifying, or not evil? What was the flower in the attic, series? The name of the Darling Gang or whatever, the name of their one kid. It was something stupid, and he ends up taking on his grandfather's name, and if you've ever read that series, it is not good. Not good at all. It's a big, the incest equal wincest type thing. And, like, if you've ever read the series, at some point, it makes me ask the question of, like, how do I want to say this? Because there's no way for me to say this without it sounding incredibly horrible and getting, at least losing a lot of people. In the Flowers in the Attic series, the author ends up presenting a situation where, honestly, it's bad, but in comparison to everything else, it's not as bad. It's like the group thing in the sewers with It, where all of them just kind of take turns with Beverly. It's messed up. It makes me question Stephen King a lot and what his vibe is, but it's like, compared to the really scary clown thing, all of them coming together in the sewers, literally, yeah, not as bad. And I don't really like that it's a metaphor for her reclaiming her sexuality and stuff like that. I don't think it's a... not a fan. But in Flowers in the Attic, it's like there's so much incest going on that by the time Kathy and Chris end up doing it when they're adults and she gets her tubes tied and he has a vasectomy and they make a decision to never have children, you're at a point where you're like, it's not that bad. It's still not good. It's just not as bad as, let's say, like, you know, locking children up in an attic for 4 years where they can't ever get any nutrition or sunlight, or poisoning your own child. Like, it's bad, but you know what? Not as bad as it could be.
Founded this little settlement to try and live on their own. It sounds like it worked. At least, for a spell.
Grimm?
Just one of many hardships. Slowed down their farming, made everything harder. It's a shame, really. He seemed like quite the ambitious fellow. Always thinking of new schemes to overcome the odds.
Hey guys. Crow said we should get some sleep. We're gonna head out early tomorrow.
Thank goodness.
The last thing you'll catch me doing is letting some kid tell me what to do. Go to bed.
I'm with that old lady. That old lady kind of spitting, though. She's like, shut the fuck up. Honestly, I'm with the old lady. She gets it. She's all about the vibes here. I respect her and I appreciate what she's going for. Even if I can't necessarily go for it. Why did the fire go out? It should still smolder, right? I fell asleep like that and my entire body was in so much pain. I'm gonna guess there's like 5 bottles. No, there's only the one. I'd simply just go back to bed. I'd be like, oh, fuck. Woo. I'm trying so dang hard to say kid-friendly now because my content that is clearly marked made for not for kids needs to also not have cuss words in it. So, my bad, everyone.
Close window.
Thank you, Weiss. Weiss gets it.
Uncle Crow. Come on, get up.
Leave me alone.
Oh, we overslept.
What?
Are you really gonna be mad at his drinking now? I mean, like, come on. He's been drinking for so long. At this point, I think him sobering up would literally kill him. So, like, just give him a break, damn it.
Oh,
dang it.
Right. Sunrise.
You know, you can talk to me about stuff. Yang too.
Let's just get out of here.
That's gotta be a horrible feeling to always feel like a burden to everyone you always, like, just everyone you talk to.
There.
Can we just go back to bed?
If we're all so tired, maybe we should make breakfast?
You want to make it?
Not really.
Yeah.
You guys got the bike ready?
That's not... Just so everyone's aware, as a former person who has had to tow things, that is not how you do that. That, first off, all the weight's going to be front-centered because it's on it. No, you wouldn't lift it from the back like that. That doesn't make sense because the weight has to go onto the hitch. It'd be scraping against the floor. Like, it's not right. Am I mad that it's not right? Not really, but I need something to talk about. Like, come on here. Come on with this shenanigans. Like, you're supposed to lift it from where the hitch is, and then you pull it. You can't just push it like that, because it doesn't work like that. It's all the weights forward near where the... Is it an anchor point? Technically an anchor point, I guess.
You guys got the bike ready?
Well, it's done now, so let's hook this thing up and...
You people are just beacons for bad luck, aren't you?
Hey, shut up. That one was just mean. Like, that one genuinely was just mean. The guy has been through enough today. Like, damn. Like, his semblance is just so freaking unfair. Like, why does that gotta happen to him? And the worst part is you can't even tell when it's gonna be him or when it's just gonna be somebody else.
I'm starting to think the universe just doesn't want us getting to Atlas.
It's just a flat tire. I'm sure there's a spare.
It's not just that. It's everything. Storms, crashes, monsters. I'm so tired.
Me too. It feels like we're always having to fight to get by.
Yeah, that's life.
But that's what we signed up for.
We signed up to try and save the world, not just delay the inevitable.
Last night, I couldn't stop thinking. Why are we even going to Atlas?
Are you kidding me? The answer's simple. Because if you don't go to Atlas, everyone dies. Like you're sitting here and saying it's an inevitable point, but of course it is an inevitable point, because there's, like, it's like no one was paying attention to the story that was told. The gods said that Salem's punishment would be over if she learns how to be selfless. Just learn how, like, it's not over until the, like, you know, overweight plus-sized model sings. Like, it's fine. Like, just take a freaking chill pill. And it's like, well, what's the point in doing this? I'm tired. It's hard. It's like, yeah. If you do... Like, all of you are basically saying that preventing... Like, okay. Now doing this makes Pyrrha's death really no big deal. Like, don't you feel bad? Don't you want to get your comeuppance against Cinder? Like, no matter what, you're gonna have to face Salem and you're gonna have to face Ozpin, and unfortunately Ozpin's on your side. Like, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, and that's the problem. And I think no one's really rationalizing that very quickly when it's a very easy rationalization. Like, it's a very easy, logical step here. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. You know what? I'm not actually friends with Ozpin, and I don't know what happened in the off-screen time at Beacon Academy. What I do know is, based on the information given as an audience member, there's absolutely no reason for me personally in this situation to sit there and be like, yeah, there's no point. I'd be on RWBY's team here so quick if RWBY's about to be like, it's not a big, like, there is reason to fight.
Weiss, we have to.
Why? Ozpin hid the relics behind giant doors under enormous schools. But how long would it take Salem to find a lamp in the middle of nowhere?
But the Grimm might...
They'd find it eventually, sure. But bury it or just throw it down the well, it would take years. It might not even happen in our lifetime. But we could be done with it now.
Then be done with it! Yang, be done with it! No one is asking you to stay here. Leave! Go! Like, come on! You chose this path. No.
really tired.
This is just a beacon of negativity. This, ask it a question. It still has a question to be asked.
Ruby, it's okay.
No! No! There's something down there! I saw it! It was looking at me!
Hey, it's okay. You just said you're tired. There's probably nothing. Now let's go.
Or there's
What's
something...
wrong with you? We can't just leave! We have to go down there! We have to get the lamp back! Oh, what was I thinking?
All we have to do is fix this trailer. Hey, farm boy, check the shed for a spare.
I'm not leaving without the lamp!
I'll go down with you.
We'll go down together.
Fine. Get the stupid lamp. Oscar, fix a stupid tire.
Where are you going?
Where do you think?
Stupid.
Old lady better come through with some dope stuff here. Hey, the lamp's not immediately down there. I wonder why. Interesting.
Maybe the current carried it away.
Weiss is really doing this in heels again. Can somebody get that girl some flats? I mean, like, come on. It's such a flabbernabbit situation. This is about to be a bad situation.
Oh, come on. Where is it?
You know it's not going to be down there. You know dang well it's not going to be down here. Like, you know there's about to be... Okay. Currently, I have the benefit of the doubt of having hindsight or having a movie sight, but it's like, in worlds with movie knowledge, like, the meta-analysis of things, it's always interesting to see, but it's, like, so factual. Like, in a horror movie scenario, would I ever enter into an abandoned cabin? No. Why do you ask? Because I've seen scary movies in my life. I'd be like, no, I'm not going in there. Why would I ever go in there? That is a stupid place for me to go. This obvious trap, should I just walk into it? Absolutely not. I'm not gonna do that. Does that mean that I die sooner? More than likely. I want you to know that I would probably have the most gruesome death within a horror film because of just being meta enough to know that that's gonna happen. Because they punish me within narratives for being meta in any way, shape, or form, because that's what you do. You ruin it, you kill the person who ruins the fun the most for other people. And that's what the meta character in horror movies does. And that's why it happens that way. And there's so much stories and there's so much stuff going on now in life where, like, it just doesn't... It doesn't even track like that. It's just not
Turn off
fun.
your lights and just look for the glow?
Okay.
That seems like a bad idea. Someone is going to get shot.
There.
I still can't read. The apathy? Oh my goodness. You know, you still have a question to ask the lamp.
Guys!
Oh my god! We gotta go.
Ruby?
Help! Help! Run!
What is this? My weapon feels heavy.
Run!
This old lady is awesome.
This way!
Oh my goodness, this is terrifying. Oh, and the shot sequences here are, like, gorgeous, by the way. They're, like... They're really... Whoever is directing this probably wanted to make a horror thing. I know it's Carrie Bradshaw, I'm just saying. Bradshaw. I forget their last name, but it was Carrie, and it's probably just one of those situations where it's like they wanted to showcase their talent. So they're giving it. Actually, I'd be interested to see if there was another director who came in to do this. I'm gonna like reading these credits. I think. Oh, you've got to be kidding me! The apathy. Hell no, to the no, no, no.
Can't.
You would think the good news here is that Crow feels this way literally 24/7, right? You would at least think that that's the good news. And it's like interesting because it would you, as a experienced huntsman, do you know how to fight these things now, or do you not? Like, I'm interested. Or a new form of Grimm just coming alive every single day.
An exit! An exit!
Oh, come on! Blake! Get
Blake.
up!
It's fine.
Oh, this is bad. Oh, the Silver Eyes. It's time to go.
I've got her!
What just happened?
They're locked! Out of my way!
So I think this is time for us to really for Ruby to really learn how to use these Silver Eyes, because she can't keep flashing these things, all right? I don't know what the Silver Eyes do to Grimm, but I need to find out, because this needs to help, or this needs to stop.
No!
This Granny being the one to do this is
Ruby,
awesome.
what color are your eyes?
They're silver.
You have a family? Friends?
What?
Don't think about them. Think about the people who love you. Focus on the thought of them. The way they make you feel. Focus.
Is Granny about to have these silver
Life
eyes too?
is beautiful. It is precious. And it must be protected.
How the hell does that... That's not magic? An insta-kill on Grimm?
We're back in the house?
Uncle Crow, get up!
Hey, get off me. What are you doing here?
We're leaving, you idiots! Come on!
Not yet.
Arthur! We have to go now!
Did RWBY not just kill all of them? I thought RWBY just killed all of them. Just, if she can use the eye power, just keep using it. It seems like an instant kill, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know why we would do anything else here.
Hey, what are you doing?
Now we can leave.
Stop it! Stop! What's wrong with you? What's...
Yeah. You know what? Fair. That's a fair statement.
The apathy. They're not strong or ferocious. They drain your will to go on. Bartleby's estate was hemorrhaging money towards the end. He wanted to cut costs on Huntsman protection. But in order to do that, he needed everyone calm. Always.
Managed to get 2 away from their pack. Hike back was miserable, but got the bastards in the cellar. Wife thinks I was out sealing the waterway entrance. I'll do it tomorrow and tell her the truth once these things take the edge off of everyone. I'm tired.
The next page proves that he did. But not before the rest of the pack followed their missing pair all the way home. My guess is they made their way beneath the estate through the water tunnels that Bartleby sealed up the next morning. Bartleby's plan worked. No one was angry or sad or scared. No one was anything. And then no one was left.
Damn. That's honestly like not a beautiful story, but I mean, it's a beautiful idea, and like the way that they have just presented this and went about doing this is just fantastic. Like, oh my goodness. And as a general emotion, apathy is the easiest way to feel when presented with horrible, horrible circumstances. It's to feel nothing. It's to say it, and like that's, I think apathy more often than not is a choice because of that. I think you choose to be kind. I think you choose to be positive. And it's sad when people, I think when people make the assumption that there's just naturally optimistic people. No, I don't think there are. I think I think a natural state is pessimism. I think it's very easy to look at a situation and see the worst in it. Because you assume the worst, because assuming the worst means you prepare for it. And it's just really hard to always just be positive or always be somebody who can actually not stand up for something, but do something about it and be happy or be a positive force for other people in this world, when in reality, why bother? Why bother? Try being entertaining. And the answer is simple. Same answer that they're going to give here about why go to Atlas, I think. Because if you don't, what's the point? What was the point in even trying to stop the fall of Beacon? What was the point in trying to stop the fall of, like, Haven? We can choose to stop now, or we can choose to be apathetic and not care about the world, but in reality, what else is there to do? Like, when, like, you end up going into, like, this weird, not even nihilistic worldview, but, like, if nihilism is the truth, which doesn't really make sense here because there is a higher power, so they're technically the human purpose currently is to reunite with the higher power, technically speaking. But Ozpin, instead of starting a church and trying to unite the world, he didn't do that. He didn't go the church route. He just went the route of secrecy and being a general dumbass. Sorry, dumb butt. So, like, if that's the general purpose here, is to reunite humanity from its flaws, which is kind of impossible to do, it is a nihilistic world. It's a world where there's ultimately no meaning. And if there's no meaning, then do you go with an absurdist route of choosing what the meaning of the world is and knowing that there's no meaning but still trying to create some? Or is that there's a third one that somebody said in like the Discord the other day, which I didn't even get to, which I didn't get to because I didn't know it as well. I think it's like a anti-nihilist of nihilism or some bullshit. I don't know how it goes, but there's like a third option too, which is interesting. And like, I'm not a philosophy major, or I'm just interested in learning about that type of stuff because I think writing from different perspectives or knowing different philosophies really engages in character development and really engages in a way a character's outlook can be challenged or looked at. And like, I personally just don't agree with certain ideas behind it because I don't think life is pointless, and I don't think the universe itself is pointless. I don't think it's an accident. I just don't. And like, everyone is always free to disagree with me. I just ask that you respect it. Like, I will always respect your worldview and just respect mine, and that's all I can ask for. It's just a weird thing, and I love how they named the Grimm the Apathy. Like, I think this episode may be one of the more stronger written ones. Unfortunately, I don't think I did a good job of breaking it down or analyzing it. And, honestly, from a reaction standpoint, it's hard to do that from this first watch through, other than the fact that it's scary. But I really think you could break down this arc and, like, take time to make a video essay about it and about why you should choose to continue moving on. I don't know if I'm necessarily the person capable of doing that, but I think the overall issue with analysis or with story beat analysis or that type of thing, is there's no way as a writer I can watch something one time and be like, and know the answer, because I hate to pull the curtain back from everybody. It took me 4 drafts to write a novel. It'll take me probably 4 drafts to write my next one. It'll probably take me 5 or 6 to write a good script. It's not a first draft thing. Your first draft normally is not good. Your second draft is a little bit better than your first one. And then by the time you're at number 3, you've figured everything out and it's really, you've told your story. And then your fourth draft is you're tying everything up and actually creating the meaning there. And anything after 4, my advice typically, if you're someone who's into writing, is when you at the point that you finish your 4th draft, you need to ask yourself, am I actually going to publish this? Because if you're going to make a 5th draft, is it worth your time? Not only is it worth your time, but what is there left to say about this story, or what is there left to make good about this story? Because you have people that are writers, and writers are people that get things done, and then you have people that are writing enthusiasts. And writing enthusiasts are typically on their 10th draft. That doesn't mean that if you write 10 drafts, I'm not saying that a writer who makes 10 drafts of a novel is never going to get published. I mean that if you're going to do it, have a reason for going past the 4th draft that isn't just, well, I want to make sure it's good. If it's not good by your 4th draft, then what the heck was the first 3 drafts for? It's assumed that the first draft is not going to be good. Your second draft, you assume you're going to connect the themes within the first draft. Your third draft is, let me get a fine-tooth comb and make sure that my actual writing, let me make sure that I use the word indubitably instead of using the word, Like, that's correct or something. Let me make sure my pacing is correct. Let me make sure that my thematic structuring is correct. Does that mean by your 4th draft you have a perfect novel? Hell no. It means by your 4th draft you have something you can present to the world and move on to the next thing in your life. And that's why Apathy, like, that's not just to say that because I care about writing. I'm saying that because it's like, in writing or talking about this to go forward, you need to have more. You need to have more than what you're given currently. And like, you can choose Apathy or you could choose that type of thing, but to actually break down this story, it's going to take more than one watch to do it well. Like, I would need to watch this like 3 to 4 times, this whole arc, to fully encapsulate or understand what it means. And like, that's because they took 4. If a writer or a writing staff takes 4 drafts, then I should at least do them the courtesy of giving it 3 or 4 watches, right? And like, there's nothing wrong with that per se. It's just a matter of getting it done. And that's kind of where my thought process ends up lending itself, but that's just me. Let's finish out the show. Sorry for that really long tangent there. Great throw, by the way, by Granny. Great throw.
I'm sorry for what I said.
No, you're not.
About giving up.
Me too.
No, you're not.
We can't quit until the lamp is safe.
Why?
It's not your fault. It was those things.
I should have known. The signs were all there, but I'd never seen an entire settlement withered away like that. I suppose my mind just isn't what it used to be.
Miss Calavera? How do you know so much about the Grimm? And in the tunnels you knew exactly what to say to make my eyes do that. How?
Well, isn't it obvious, girl? I had silver eyes.
I could have called that a while ago because I'm pretty sure she said silver eyes, but like, I thought she made a mention of the silver eye. I don't know why. Maybe I didn't call it. Maybe, did I call it last episode when she was first introduced? I don't think I did, but I definitely thought in my head this person had silver eyes at one point. I don't know why I thought that, but it was a thought I did have. And you know what? I'm not going to sit here and just say that, you know what, I knew it. That's not fair to you. If I didn't say it, correct me down below, hold me accountable, because there's no way I'm going to sit here and I'm going to say that I did have the thought, but I didn't outwardly express it. Me having the thought and not outwardly expressing it is the same as not having the thought at all. So if I didn't have the thought, let me know. If I did have the thought, is what it is. I believe I did, but I could just be completely fabricating that on the surface. And if I am sorry. That's not fair to you. I respect your intelligence too much to lie to you. That thing was terrifying, though. The apathy. Ugh. Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. I would not be happy if I saw that. Do we at least know what the origin of Silver Eyes is? Well, now it does force you to ask the question, what if no one has magic anymore and there are certain people that have remnants with the semblance and stuff like that of what magic could do? What are Silver Eyes? Where do Silver Eyes come from? And what is the actual origin of them? That's what the new question I have to ask is, and I don't know what the answer is. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know in the comments below what you have, if you have any comments, questions, concerns. If you want to catch me in a post-recording whatever, definitely think about joining the Discord. It really helps us out, and like, it's a lot of fun. We normally discuss anything and everything. It's just the same thing of, if you're not going to be respectful, don't join. That's really all I ask. If you're going to be respectful and you're going to have fun and you're going to be a good time, definitely join up and we can talk more. If not, peace out. I post every day. I'll see you tomorrow.